So, on behalf of the two organizations sponsoring this event, the Hellenic Culture Center of the Southwest and the Hellenic Professional Society of Texas, I have the honor to welcome all of you, along with our exceptional performers, Athens-based Contralto Alexandra Gravas and Mexico-based pianist Józef Olechowski, to the unique 90-minute performance we have in store for you tonight. I'm Alexandros Kalamarides, a long-term Houstonian of Greek descent with a strong interest in culture's artistic expressions, a past president of the Hellenic Professional Society of Texas, and the director of the Hellenic Culture Center of the Southwest. Our organizations and the Hellenic cultural scene here in Houston is quite vibrant, and there are various events being planned and scheduled. For example, only this month of November, we will have an event about the Asia Minor catastrophe at the Greek Orthodox School on November 5th. We do have a book club reading of the Hellenic Professional Society on November 6th. And on between November 10 and the 13th, a major event, the Hellenic Greek Film Festival, which is being organized. Now, this tribute to Mikis Theodorakis is especially significant to those of Greek heritage. For that reason, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Consul of Greece in Houston, the Honorable Alexandros Kalamarides, with his lovely daughter. As well as the presidents of the two sponsoring organizations, Mr. Giannis Remediakis and Dr. Carolina Ioannou, and of course their board members. In addition, I'd like to extend my gratitude to everyone who helped make this event a reality, and especially Dr. Manos Papadakis, Ms. Smith, Mr. Elias Neofytides, and the rest of the crew. Our generous donors, Ms. Doria Munihan, Alphamar, Dennis Autoworks, Valsamis Incorporated, Internship Services, Amos & C, Dikonikos, and Sweet Greek, and of course the wonderful staff here at Match. Emerging from the pandemic, three factors lend this event its special significance. Number one, the passing of modern Greece's most famous composer, Mikis Theodorakis, a year ago at the ripe age of 96, prompting a long overdue tribute to his universally acclaimed music, larger-than-life personality, and multifaceted legacy. Number two, the marking this fall of the centennial from the Asia Minor catastrophe in 1922, a seminal event in Greek history and affairs. And number three, the celebration of Ochi Day yesterday, October 28, remembrance of Greece's remarkably heroic involvement in World War II in defiance of Italy's territorial aggression and defeat of the Axis powers of Nazi Germany and fascist Italy. A few words on the Asia Minor catastrophe. The fall of 1922, exactly 100 years ago, marked the abrupt end of millennia of Christian Greek presence and civilization in Asia Minor. A tragic war between Greeks and Turks, which heralded the creation of modern Turkey, led to countless deaths, mainly of Greeks, the expulsion of 1.5 million of Greeks from their homes in present-day Turkey's Asia Minor, and the burning of Smyrna, Ottoman Turkey's most important city and commercial hub in the Mediterranean. It is almost impossible to find anyone of Greek descent whose family was not somehow affected by this catastrophe. Mikis' mother, for one, a Greek refugee, ended up on the nearby island of Chios, where our iconic composer was born in 1925, 3 years after the catastrophe. Mikis' music bears the weight of this somber heritage alongside the other events of the tumultuous history of 20th century Greece. performer, Alexandra's ancestors, hailed partly from Smyrna, today's Izmir in Turkey, where she visited and performed for the first time earlier this year, an incredibly emotional experience. To honor that part of Mikis' and Greece's story, tonight's program includes some signature songs of reference to Smyrna, the so-called Smyrnaica. The main focus, though, is on Mikis Theodorakis himself. The most prolific composer and lyricist with over 1,000 works to his credit, Mikis is one of the two giants of 20th century Greek music, along with Manos Hatzidakis. Mikis is best known in this country for scoring for the films Zorba the Greek, Z, and Serpico in the 60s and 70s. He composed the Ballad of Mauthausen, the most beautiful musical work about the Jewish Holocaust, and possibly his best work. His passing was recognized by Hollywood a few months ago by a reference in memoriam at this year's Academy Awards. His appeal is universally and primordially human. As I was reminded a few days ago at the doctor's office at a small town in Mexico. When the doctor saw my Greek last name, she immediately started humming the unmistakable beat. Padam, padam, padadadam, padam, and asked me, "What is the name of Zorba's composer? It's my favorite tune." Mikis' musical genius manifested itself from an early age, as his family decamped around various provincial towns of Greece due to his Cretan father's work as a lawyer and civil servant. He gave his first concert at the town of Tripoli at the age of 17, and in the 1950s he studied and composed important symphonic music in France. At an equally young age, he associated politically with the left and formed lifelong ties with the Communist Party of Greece. His political activity shaped his life as much as, if not more than, music did. During the Greek Civil War in the late 1940s, he was arrested and sent into exile prison, where he was tortured and twice buried alive. Already famous for his music in the 1960s, he became a leading voice against the 67 to 74 Greek junta, which imprisoned him and banned his songs. I remember, as a kid in Athens, how we took extreme care at home to hide our collection of Theodorakis' records so they would not be spotted by the authorities. The political, historical, and cultural realities and struggles of Greece became the veins of his music. Consequently, tonight, we focus on Greece's three top poets of the mid-20th century, whom Mikis' music propelled to the highest level of artistic and national consciousness. They are, of course, Nobel Prize winner Odysseas Elitis with his Axion Esti, Yannis Ritsos with Epitaphios, and our other Nobel Prize winner, Yorgos Seferis, with Epiphania. Composed by Mikis at his creative peak in the 1960s, these songs that you will hear tonight remain a staple of Greece's airwaves and lips. However, Theodorakis' heritage is universal and humanitarian, not Greek and narrowly patriotic. His friendships with world political and culture figures remain legendary, while his moving concerts and speeches aimed to promote peace, world justice, and international understanding between Greeks and Turks, Palestinians and Jews, against the wars in the Balkans and in Iraq, and on, remain valiant reminders of the convictions and integrity that carried this man through to the end of his long and storied life. Alexandra, herself a high priestess of world music, will remind us of that fact with a song from Theodorakis' Canto General, which sets in unforgettable music the poem of Latin America's most famous and emblematic poet, the Chilean Pablo Neruda. Performing for the first time in Houston, Alexandra Gravas offers a unique and masterful interpretation. Alexandra is a mesophonos, between the mezzo-soprano and the contralto. Born of Greek parents in Germany and musically educated in Germany and Austria. Mikis Theodorakis, impressed with the quality of Alexandra's distinctive imprimatur, became her mentor and friend, recognizing each of Alexandra's interpretations as a thorough penetration into the most hidden aspects of his work. Alexandra is a citizen of the world, performing at the most esteemed venues in Europe, Asia, the Middle East, South America, and North America. Her fame is growing impressively, including in Mexico, where I met her a few years ago. For those of you with a Latin American bent, Alexandra has published highly successful song collections with the Macorinos, the guitarists of legendary late Mexican singer Chavela Vargas. Last year, Alexandra became the second ever Greek performer at the Mexican Festival Cervantino, which is analogous to Greece's Festival Epidavro, following on the footsteps of Nana Mouskouri, who had performed at the Cervantino in 1972. This month, Alexandra gave a sold-out performance of world songs in 8 languages at Athens' most prestigious music venue, the Megaron Mousikis. As a matter of fact, she has brought some CDs with her, which she can sell essentially with sign for you at the end of the performance. Last but not least, I have the honor of introducing to the stage Alexandra's companion for this event, the distinguished classical pianist Józef Olechowski, who will be bringing to life this evening's tunes on the piano. A Mexico City resident, originally from Poland, Mr. Olechowski is a resident pianist at the most important historic stage of Mexico, the exquisite Bellas Artes Theater. Besides being an excellent interpreter of Chopin, Józef's thoughtful renditions of Theodorakis and Greek tunes have garnered high acclaim. Well, we are delighted to welcome Alexandra and Józef to the Houston stage with a round of applause. Let's get started.
Well, I think there were so many things told by wonderful Alex Kalamarides. We will start singing, and just to let you know, it has been incredibly difficult to choose songs by this legend Theodorakis. What do you do in 90 minutes when there are songs, more than 1,500 songs, and who knows what more? So please do forgive us if we have not included your possible favorite one.
To
and happiness unseen, obscurity. I got oxidated in the humidity of people. Oh, distant mother, my rose unfading. In the open sea, they awaited me with 3-sail bombard ships and opened fire. Dear sin, if only I had a love affair. Oh, distant mother, my rose unfading. Sometime in July, her big eyes were half opened inside my bowels for a moment to enlighten the pure life. Oh, distant mother, my rose unfading.
Για να γυρίσει ο ήλιος θέλει δουλειά πολύ. Θέλει νεκροί χιλιάδες να είναι στους τροχούς. Θέλει και οι ζωντανοί να δίνουν το αίμα τους. Ξέρετε γιατί σας το είπα τώρα αυτό? Γιατί θέλω να τραγουδήσετε μαζί μου. Πάμε.
από τον επιτάφιο του Γιάννη Ρίτσου. Μέρα Μαγιού μου μίσεψες. A day in May you left me. A day in May I lose you. Springtime, sun, when you loved to go up to the terrace and look out, and with your eyes you'd milk the light of the universe without ever getting your fill. And with a voice that was sweet and warm and manly, you'd tell me of more things than the grains of sand on the shore. And you'd tell me, my son, that all this beauty would be ours. And now you're dead, and dead are our glow and our flame.
Τώρα θα με δει κάπως
Νομίζω την πρώτη φορά που το άκουσα αυτό το τραγούδι πρέπει να ήμουν 13-14 χρονών. ένα κοριτσάκι γεννημένο στη Γερμανία, να πηγαίνει στο σχολείο στη Γερμανία, να μιλάει πολύ κακά ελληνικά και να ακούει αυτές τις μελωδίες στο σπίτι και να λέει τι ωραία είναι αυτά, αλλά να μην καταλαβαίνουν λέξη. Όπως και μάλλον τα κοριτσάκια μας που βλέπω αυτά τα όμορφα που είναι εδώ σήμερα. Έτσι. Αλλά ξέρετε, το ωραίο όμως ποιο ήταν? Ότι δεν καταλάβαινα πραγματικά σε σχεδόν τίποτα, αλλά είχα τρελαθεί και άκουγα συνέχεια αυτά τα τραγούδια και παρόλο που αγαπούσα άμπα πάρα πολύ και μετά από τόσα χρόνια είμαι τόσο χαρούμενη που ακόμα τα τραγουδώ, αλλά αυτή τη φορά τα καταλαβαίνω.
μέσα στις θαλασσινές πηγές υπάρχει μια δίψα, υπάρχει μια αγάπη, υπάρχει μια δίψα, υπάρχει μια αγάπη, υπάρχει μια έκσταση. Όλα σκληράσαν τα κοχύλια χωρίς να τα κρατήσεις μες στην παλιόμη σου.
Denial, Józef. On the secret seashore, white like a pigeon, we thirsted at noon, but the water was brackish. On the golden sand, we wrote her name, but the sea breeze blew so beautifully, and the writing vanished. With what spirit, what heart, what desire and passion we lived our life, a mistake. So we changed our life.
The shore really exists. It's in Cyprus, Ayia Napa. So who has not been there has to go. It's one of the most beautiful white sandy beaches. So Seferis had this unique way to describe what he was seeing. I assume he must have had different eyes than we have, because the poetic way of seeing things is just, I think, a God-given gift. At this point, I would like to thank you all for being here. It's really a beautiful occasion to finally be in Houston. The pandemic made a mess out of it, to be honest. So I would like really to thank at this point these beautiful people here of these two wonderful organizations for keeping the Greek spirit alive and who have made it possible. I thank you all, you're really lovely, and to you all who are here. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Yanis. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Leah. Thank you all. And do forgive me if I do forget maybe somebody, but it's not meant to be. I'm really happy to be here with my friend Józef. Thank you. Thank you all. Τι λέτε, πάμε όπως το βλέπετε, στο περιγιάλι το κρυφό. Όποιοι έχετε αυτά τα χαρτάκια τα ωραία, περιμένω φωνούλες. Στο περιγιάλι το κρυφό κι άσπρο σαν Το επόμενο κομμάτι ξέρει. Άμα το ξέρετε, μάλλον το ακούσατε από μένα στο CD το καινούριο. I think I should speak in English, right? There are some people who don't speak any Greek. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Well, you see, in the first wave of this terrible pandemic, I was stuck in Mexico City. Well, I was there in March to have a recording of a new video clip of an incredible song that a Mexican composer, José Luis Guzmán Volfer, wrote for me in ancient Greek, believe it. So I was excited and I flew to Mexico from Athens, and here I am, and after 4 or 5 days, the airports are closed in Europe. Well, and I'm there, I'm talking with my manager in terror. What am I going to do now? Well, you know, record a CD. Oh yeah, and what? Well, so, να μην τα λέμε και πολύ, I recorded El Amor es Vida. Love is life. In a language which I did not speak at that time. Now I do speak some Spanish. And to be honest with you, these were like the 5 most incredible months I spent there. And one song on this CD is like very special because, you see, I have this thing with Greece. I mean, like, I assume all diaspora Greeks have this craziness about loving Greece. I don't know, really. So I'm one of them. And I wanted to have a Greek twist in this Latin album. So how do you do that? Mikis Theodorakis. So, Mikis Theodorakis wrote this incredible oratorio for orchestra, chorus, and soloists with the poem, a huge poem by the wonderful Pablo Neruda. And I was thinking, I said, well, it's in Spanish, but I can't record the whole thing. What am I going to? I need one song. So all these songs are now. And there was just one tune I loved in there, 3 minutes, but it was not written for a solo voice. It was written for orchestra and chorus, and I'm like, what am I going to do? I want to sing that, but how? So, being a Greek and with this witty spirit we have, I said, yeah, I'm going to do an arrangement, make a new song out of this. Go to the Los Macorinos, this incredible musician, and I said, we want to do this. He said, you're crazy, what are we going to do that? Have you asked the composer? I said, no. We just recorded first and then we will show it to him. So we did. It was the last song of the session, July 2000. After 5 months, we could record the last song. So, and that song is called Y el hombre recogió en las ramas. I sent the MP3 to Mikis. He was at that time already in his bed and not getting up anymore. But he had his iPad, and he was like reading all his mail. And I just sent it, and I was like, God, let's see what's going to happen. And nothing happened. 1 week, 2 weeks. Then my phone rings and it's his secretary. Mikis wants to talk to you. Okay? He said, how is it possible you just take something out of my oratorio and you just make another song out of a song? It's unheard of. But it's great. Oof. And yeah, you can publish it, it's great. But you know, να μην γίνει συνήθεια. Yeah, and now you're going to hear it. It's the American premiere. Invited by the mayor of Smyrni, Izmir, to sing this May. Couldn't believe it. I was like, whoops. What an incredible surprise. And of course I said yes. But you know what? I had a wish, dear mayor, please find the house of my grandfather. And you know what he did? A beautiful house in Archontikon. And it was actually what my grandmother Alexandra described it more or less to me. We all know the story, we're not going to talk about this story. But let's have this little memory with these 4 songs that we have today for you. Here we go. Δεν ήταν μόνο λαμέντα και αχ και βαχ, είχε και κέφι. Πάμε. No, maestro, stop. I think I have seen some hands not active. 1, 2. Κάποιος άλλος λίγο. Πιο πολύ από λίγο. Μάιστρο. 1, 2, χέρια. I think many people know this song. Mia, Dio, yeah.
introduction to this song. Well, what is your name? What? Daphne. I want to tell you and all the others a story. You know, once upon a time, I was incredibly in love. Yes. Hello. And you know, I came back to, I was living at the time still with my mom at home in Germany, in Frankfurt. And I said, Μαμά, ξέρεις αυτό το υπέροχο τραγούδι? Λέει ποιο? Αυτό, δεν θυμάμαι πώς το λένε, αλλά πάει κάπως έτσι. Σ' αγαπώ γιατί είσαι ωραία. Και με κοιτάει η μαμά μου. Αυτό. Αυτό είναι παραπάνω. This is incredibly old. Why is that so special? I said, because I find it incredible. I heard it yesterday. I didn't know, of course, by whom, right? And then she says to me, you know what? This song was sung by Papous Manolis from Smyrna to Yaya Alexandra from Smyrna because he loved her so much. And since then, it's, I think, my favorite song. Let's go! νομίζω είναι ένα από τα πιο ωραία κομμάτια του Θεοδωράκη. Η αναφορά μας στην Μικρασία τελείωσε εδώ. Νομίζω ότι σχεδόν καθένας μας έχει ρίζες από τη Σμύρνη ή ξέρει κάποιον που είναι τη Σμύρνη.
δεν μπορούν να τραγουδήσουν ανδρικά τραγούδια. Κάποιοι μάλιστα λένε αυτά. Να δείξουμε εμείς τώρα τι μπορούμε. Πάμε μάλιστα. Της μάνας μου ήσουν η ευχή, της Παναγιάς η χάρη. Αχ, μάιστρο μου, να. You know what I want? I think we are going to give him the tempo. What do you think? Maestro, we are going to give you the tempo now. Let's see. Down, down. No, you will. You have to do it right. No. Δεν το ξέρετε καλά, είναι λίγο γρήγορα αυτό που κάνετε. Λίγο. φτάνουμε σχεδόν στο τέλος. Είναι μεγάλος ο γυαλός, είναι μακρύ το κύμα. Αχ, γυάλο. Πάμε Ελλάδα, τι λέτε. Τι ωραίο. Πάμε. τα παπούτσια, θα κάνετε τα